What's good? What's good, my Souls of Thought family? Also, Uncle Plug TV is in the building.
What's happening with the cut finger?
Oh man, what's
What's
up?
happening with it, pimp?
Chilling, man. I like that the ambassador. Okay, I like it.
Yes, sir.
So, everybody know what we here to do, man. We actually had a very good conversation this morning, man.
Ooh,
We thought we had to bring it to the people, man. We had to bring it to the people. Everybody knows what's been going on in the world. We got our guy back here. Well, my guy. I can't speak for my guy. You know what I mean? My guy Shedeur. You know what I mean? A lot has happened, man. A lot's going on, man. We're gonna give our opinions, man. It's just our opinions.
Just
our opinions on that. But before we get started, Plug, I want you to hear. Do you follow Coach JB at all?
No.
All right, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna run this little clip real quick so you can hear. This was his thoughts. This is Coach JB from Last Chance U. You remember that big Netflix series? So actually has a pretty good show. He run about 3 hours every morning. I'll be listening to him. So
delusional football fanboys, who we call the prime sexuals, comparing Shedeur Sanders to Eli Manning this morning are straight comical. Let me begin there. Deion Sanders, you know better. You know better to do that too, dog. You know your son isn't that damn good. You know he wasn't a first rounder. The media coverage of Shedeur Sanders was of downright embarrassment. The hypocrisy and straight up lies is really telling. Rewind a week ago, an anonymous coach who we call the bitch made cat in the NFL says Shedeur didn't interview well, horrible meetings, and blah, blah, blah. Forward to the second day of the draft, he is yet to be selected, and Stephen A. Smith tweets out, and I quote, "I just got a text from an anonymous source." And that says this is pure nonsense. And Sanders is being blackballed. And it's racism and blah, blah, blah. It's ironic that we just blasted the dude, Stephen A. Smith, on your show for not putting his name on it. And you literally dropped a tweet that goes viral saying that an anonymous source told me. The irony, homie. At least Smitty and I are going to disagree, but we're going to keep it real. You guys are so fucking phony in the media. This was the biggest slap to the face of every kid who was waiting his fucking day to get called his name to get drafted, who went before and after Shedeur Sanders. And we will never see a number one overall pick again, ever, in the NFL draft history. Have we seen it before, or we'll never see it again? A number one pick being less talked about, less shown, and didn't even cover his emotional draft where he was crying. Didn't even show it. And we had that shit just to the side like he was just a piece of chopped liver. We will never see the other five quarterbacks who went ahead of Shedeur Sanders be less talked about. And it's a fucking shame. It's shameful. The victim mentality Shedeur yearns for is absolutely amazing to me. A kid who has had everything gift bagged for him his entire fucking life, who wants folks to buy his jersey off of his own website now. Get that shit. He wants.
all right. So that's Coach JB, man. As you can see,
He ain't playing.
He ain't playing. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Coach JB has been on his swear the whole time. I'm talking about since the beginning of the college football season. He said he said it's one of the weakest quarterback drafts in history.
True.
He said, he said that Shedeur did throw the best deep ball in college football.
Okay.
But after that, I want to first talk about, because we didn't talk about this morning, Plug, so I do want to hear your opinion on this. Because I ain't think about it till he said it. How do you feel about these other people did not get any shine, dog?
No.
What's your thoughts on that?
They didn't get any shine because of the prime effect. When it's the prime effect, it takes over. That's why when they say, "Oh, is Deion gonna be the next head coach for the Dallas Cowboys?" Shh. Ain't nothing bigger than Dallas than Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
Nothing bigger than Dallas. So no, he will not, because that prime effect, Boy, it's a stench you can't wipe off, but it's
Very true.
that glitter from the strip club. You just off you. Like, you can't get that glitter up off you, man. That glitter.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, man.
That is true. So me and Plug, man, we actually made some very, very good points that we want to talk about tonight, man.
Yeah.
And I think the first, where should we start, Plug? I'm gonna start first with one of the things I was telling my boy Plug this morning was like I had to take my emotions out of the draft, man. Like they Friday night, all the jokes was cool. Friday night, everything was cool. You know what I mean? Everybody got there. I was like, okay, cool. He'll go tomorrow. You know what I mean? Saturday went long, dog. Like I wasn't even anticipating. I wasn't gonna even watch it.
No, nobody.
Nothing was on TV. 50 Cent let me down. He ain't put no new episode of Raising Cain in up.
Oh Lord, that was devastating too.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch the draft. I'm gonna watch the draft. And I sat there for a moment, man, and I was like, Jay, you got to take your emotions out of this, bro.
Yeah.
Because every plug is my witness. I am a true. I'm not a Buffs fan. I'm a Sanders family fan.
Yeah.
Like I understand what Coach JB was saying about the people. Yes, when Deion leaves Colorado, this stuff will be somewhere in the house collecting dust. You know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a Sanders fan, Deion fan. But one of the things that we hit on this morning is Plug just said it. You got the prime effect, but I feel like the prime effect was at Jackson State. I feel like it was the Hunter. I think Travis Hunter was Colorado. And I want to ask Plug this because we talked about it this morning. What would Shedeur have been without Travis Hunter?
I think it wouldn't have been like it was. Travis is a unique talent, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shedeur, man, please don't hate me for this, man. He ain't like that. I mean, your conviction, dog, be so strong, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the way we vibe, the way we hang, people think we know each other for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like this was like at the beginning of the season last year. And like, bro, off the top, I liked you out the gate, bro. Like,
yeah,
automatic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't wait to dude come back, bro. We finna chop it up, bro. We finna chop it up. And I was like, yeah, but I was like, you had me so convicted about the Colorado Buffaloes. And I initially told you, I was like, man, bro ain't like that. He ain't like that, bro. He ain't like that. Not to me. Like, even my homeboy was like, man, you gotta watch Shedeur, bro. Shedeur be throwing that bitch. I was like, I ain't good. He ain't like that, bro. You know what I mean? Like the decision making for me. You know what I mean? Like when somebody do put that spotlight on you, I'm looking at decision making. I'm looking at your overall talent. Like what separates you from every other quarterback? Like even Lamar's not accurate, but Lamar is an exceptional talent when it comes to speed and elusiveness. You know what I mean? And just creating such a frenzy around himself that it frees up certain wide receivers to get a big play.
Yeah.
Now, is Shedeur accurate? Yeah. Is Shedeur, he has arm strength? Is it exceptional? No, but he's better than most.
Yeah.
But he's also like maybe another carbon copy of another quarterback in the league, bro. Like it ain't like that. It's like we got a whole bunch of backups that's been in the league 3-4 years. Like my backup quarterback, Kyle Trask. That son of a bitch is a perennial. He's gonna be a perennial backup. Like there's no way. Like the only time he gonna touch the field is we beating the bitch by 30. It's preseason.
Let me ask you this. So let's say we had to compare Shedeur's possible career. Mm-hmm. Do you think he could be like a Jameis Winston?
No.
Okay.
He'll be better than James because, and I'm a Florida State fan and I love J. Boo. He played for my Bucks and no, he'll be better than J. Boo. I think as the years go by, like he'll probably be better than most coming up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once he steps out of, you got to separate from your parents. You know what I'm saying, and become your own man. I think once he separates and creates his own, you know what I'm saying, like, you know who he remind me of, to be honest, and I'm gonna say this, he reminds me of Dwayne Haskins. May he rest in peace. You know what I'm saying, Dwayne Haskins. He's more concerned about his brand, his marketing, his merch, than, you know, like what I didn't see. I see all the pictures of him, when I see all the videos of him, and he's like throwing the football, but he's not sitting down studying film. I don't know what he's doing behind the scenes, you know what I mean? But he's not studying film, and that's what he need to know. And it says a lot, bro, when your mentor was Tom Brady, and the Raiders didn't draft you.
Yeah.
The Raiders didn't draft you. So, like we was talking about like earlier, I think they was talking about quarterback philosophy.
Yeah.
You know, the leadership role, being a good leader, and understanding the role of being the most important person on the field, you know, leading and directing and being that, you know, but not X's and O's. They weren't talking X's and O's.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think like when they come in and just say like just the demographic, just the black demographic of, you know, when they deal with black athletes, they try to find out what kind of character instead of just assuming that that individual has character. Like when they sit down with the white quarterback, that, you know, it's they already, you know what I mean, assume he has character.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like maybe they've done their background on him, you know, so because, you know, black people are just out in front like that. You know what I'm saying? So you can see, and now you're trying to judge the character off of the, you know, outside of the persona that we put on. So when you deal with the white kids, you already did your homework. Now you're talking X's and O's. Now you want to see what he knows.
Yeah.
And you're thinking you're interviewing more cerebral than you are, you know, character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that Tom Brady, when it came down to business, that it was more of a decision of, nah, I can't have that. I can't put my name on that face knowing that I was attached to him while he was in college, this, that, and the third. I'm pretty sure that whatever Tom Brady saw, because he probably was tuning in to Colorado, you know what I mean, whenever Michigan had like a big noon game or a 2:00 game, and he was like, okay, you know, they're prime time, I'm gonna watch them tonight, and he probably wasn't impressed.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't impressed. I'm, you know.
And we got a lot of people in here viewing, man. Y'all drop what y'all thoughts about Shedeur dropping in the draft. We can take some of y'all questions too, or some of y'all thoughts on it. But you know, like I was saying, you know, I definitely had to take my emotions out of it because, like I was saying on my previous podcast, is that to me, I looked at this as the NFL doing preventative maintenance, and when I think about what was going on with Shedeur, I feel Shedeur is the black version of Johnny Manziel.
Ooh. Nah.
And I'm not comparing talent, I'm comparing their fame.
Okay.
Because Johnny, and they both went to Cleveland, which is crazy. Yeah. But when you think about it, Johnny, we all know college players been getting paid their whole career. This NIL is just a reason to let people know that people are actually getting paid, but boosters been paying players, and we found that out from Johnny Manziel's dad, everything, that like they were getting some bags behind the scenes. He was doing hidden autographs and stuff when he was going out, like he was doing a lot of stuff. But when I look at Shedeur, I see Johnny Manziel. When I say that, it's just the fame that, like, Johnny Manziel could have went anywhere. And if you watch the fans that came out to Cleveland today, they showed it. Literally, the fans going crazy for Shedeur. And Cleveland hasn't promoted Shedeur not once yet. If you go on their YouTube, if you go on Instagram, they show everybody that they drafted except Shedeur. They had Junkins and his family come to the locker room and pick up gifts and bags and all types of stuff. Like, it's crazy, like, what's going on right now. Only person they didn't show was
you sell your jersey on your own website. What kind of, man? Come on, man.
Like, they haven't really like talked about it, man. And like, for everybody who's watching, man, I feel like this is preventative maintenance, because now they're going to be able to justify getting rid of Shedeur if they have to. And the reason why I say if they have to is because I think his talent won't be able to be denied once he's on the field. Because you got to think about it. Shedeur was drafted in the 5th round at a pick 144. The players Shedeur is going to be playing against in the preseason going to be the same people he beat in college. Like, he's not playing against any first defense, no second defense. He's playing against the guys who are trying to either make the practice squad or just trying to make a roster, period. So I really feel that he's going to look great. So it's really up to Shedeur at this point if he's going to make it or not. And I talked to Plug about this morning. I feel that he really has to improve his interviewing skills, the laid back, that you can't do that until you become a star. And I know who, and I tell people all the time, nobody wants to believe this. I'm going to tell you somebody who they hide. The NFL hides certain players. And I'm going to tell you one of the players that they hide, and he's a star.
Who?
Lamar Jackson. The NFL don't talk to Lamar outside of football season.
Nope.
Y'all don't. You know why? Because Lamar looks just like what they don't want Shedeur to look like. Big chains on his neck, Pooh Shiesty mask, like grills in his mouth. Lamar Jackson talent just spoke for itself. See, the NFL sold that little sad little black boy with the red suit on who won the Heisman, who can barely speak English on the stage with his mama. People forget about that stuff. So that's the character that they love, right? Because Lamar Jackson came into the NFL very innocent. He wasn't cocky. He was just trying to prove a point that he's a great athlete, a great quarterback. And once he got the stardom, you started to hear him.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Ingram kind of brought a lot of confidence into him when he was there. And people don't even notice that. Like, you can count on your hands how many NFL stars you see when the season is over.
Right.
If it ain't Patrick Mahomes, if they still show Aaron Rodgers, and he ain't even got a team right now. Who else you got? That's Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Who I'm trying to get some. They don't even show CJ Stroud no more.
They don't show Joe Burrow either. I don't see Joe Burrow like that.
Yeah, you know why? Because Joe Burrows look like them too. Like, it's people don't really see the. And that's why I was telling people, like, I didn't want to put it on race because I see the bigger picture about the machine, and that's what me and Plug were really talking about this morning. That this is a big machine, dog, and this machine showed that, hey, we fine-tuned and we can make anything move and shake the way we want it to shake.
You gotta believe it.
Like, because I don't know if y'all noticed, y'all didn't see that they promoting Shiloh better than they promoting Shedeur right now.
You better know it.
Y'all Bucks even just said it. Y'all got a big steal in the draft. We ain't just get a safety. We got a game. Like, this dude went undrafted. You can't make it up, dog. You can't make it up.
You really can't.
Okay, so we got let me put you up on the screen. We got is that Bammer Baller Brand? What's your thoughts on Shedeur? What's your thoughts?
Talk to it.
Talk to us. We talk back. So yeah, like, I want to hear everybody's opinion. There's a lot of people actually watching this right now. I want to hear y'all opinions about how y'all feeling. I know this is the Shedeur effect right here. Because ain't too many people up on the East Coast and Central at this time. It's the Shedeur effect. What y'all thoughts, man? What y'all think about it? Like, I really feel that it was preventive maintenance, man. If we got to get rid of this guy, we can justify it. He's a 5th round pick, 144. Shout out, man. Appreciate it, man. If you got anything for us, man, let us know, man. Let us know.
I say this. He better ball when he get his opportunity.
But do you think he's going to get fair criticism? Because what I just said is what's going to happen. I think they said he's the 5th quarterback, dog.
Yeah.
But he's the 4th without
Deshaun
Watson. Yep. But you think out of 4 quarterbacks, he might get 1 series of practice.
Dylan Gabriel. I don't understand it. I'm gonna be honest about it. I don't understand it. Kenny Pickett kind of makes sense. Joe Flacco.
He really makes sense.
He makes sense. Deshaun Watson. Not at all. And much love to the young man. That's just not a right fit for him. He didn't, man. I'm gonna be honest. How does Jay Boo come in and win more games than you?
Yeah.
And that ain't no shot at Jameis. Like, Jameis, you know, I love you, boy. I don't know if you know, but I had Winston Wednesdays when you was with the Bucks. But I had some Jameis. What?
They think
Ray. You said I think Shedeur is better than Caleb.
Please explain. Hey, please explain. You see, I'm legendary over here, so I love all positivity to my boy. So
yeah,
please explain, man. Tell us what you're talking about, man.
I don't believe you, big dog. Hey, JJ. I don't believe you, big dog.
This is what I tell people, and this is what I've been saying from the start. Cam Ward is plug and play right now. His arm strength, his mobility. He's shown what he can do. He was a great quarterback in Washington State, and he came over to Miami and just blossomed and blew up even more. So I felt like he was a plug and play guy. Like, he's ready right now. He was the only quarterback that you could take and say, okay, we can give him a season. He might give us a CJ season. He might give us a little bit better than Caleb Williams season. You know what I mean? So what with Shedeur?
He better than Caleb.
Yeah. With Shedeur, I feel that you have to have the right pieces around him, because Shedeur is going to only make plays that make him look good. And I hate to say that. I feel bad saying that. But like I feel you don't take as many sacks as Shedeur took just so that you have an 80% rate, passing rating.
Nobody checking down.
Like it's just you just don't do that. Yeah.
All check down the cover. You got Speedy Will Shepherd, Jimmy Horn Jr. You got Travis Hunter. Ain't nobody checking down.
Yeah. And then you got some decent backs. You had Welch. You had old boy out of Hayden. Yeah. So I'm telling you, I had to take my emotions out of this, JJ. Like, I'm gonna call you JJ so I don't pronounce your name wrong. I had to take my emotions out of it because Plug will tell you I'm a big fan of Shedeur.
Yeah.
But I had to take my emotions out of it because as a fan, I have to prepare myself for the worst case scenario, because that's what I didn't do for the draft. That draft, dog, that draft was like a slap in the face to America, dog. Like, hey, we control all this. And they had the highest ratings. They had the highest ratings ever in NFL draft history.
That's crazy, bro.
Because everybody was waiting
to see what
Shedeur was going. Like, period. Because nobody wasn't worrying about no Shuck going to the Saints. Nobody didn't even care about Jackson Dart.
Nope.
And I'm going to tell y'all this too. Everybody who went ahead of Shedeur, except Cam Ward from a quarterback standpoint, were all on John Gruden's quarterback show on YouTube.
And why you think that? Was Cam on the show?
Who?
Was Cam on the show?
No, I said he was the only one who didn't go, but they already solidified Cam. Cam ended up saying on his YouTube channel, his family knew a week before the draft that they already solidified him. Tennessee already made the call. They were already in his hotel room.
They shut down everything after him.
Yeah.
Done deal.
Yeah. And I really feel that Shedeur hurt himself too when he started practicing. When he started practicing with Cam. Like, when they started practicing together and once the season was over, and you hear Cam throwing the ball like it's a baseball.
Yeah.
Like, and Cam could throw to any receiver. Cam threw to all receivers. Like, he didn't need his pro day. And I really feel that's what Shedeur should have did. Shedeur should have did the combine. And if he didn't do anything, he didn't have to run, he didn't have to jump. He should have just threw the ball. Because that dude Shouk, whatever his name is, who missed every pass hitting the ground, he still got drafted over Shedeur.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and I think the combine would have showed it would have been hard to do what they did on Friday night if he would have performed at the combine.
He hurt himself the whole after the season was done. He absolutely murdered himself. Like, even when you told me, oh, he ain't performing at the combine, and then I hit on ESPN, he ain't performing at the combine, I said, that was a shocker to me. Like, nigga, why? Like, why not? Bro, that right there showed me off the tippy. He cocky, man. He cocky. And you already know, bro. I ride with my people.
Yeah.
Regardless. I ride with my people, bro. When you do something distasteful, I'm gonna call your ass on it. And that was distasteful, bro. You really thought, like, even what they had overheard. I'm cool with the football criticism regards to Shedeur. I just know it's messed up how Cleveland Media is talking about he a bad dude. I don't think
appreciate that too. Appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate that comment. I don't think that they're saying that he's a bad dude. I just think that the things that he's done after the season being done, prior to the combine and prior to the draft, was distasteful.
Yeah.
It rubbed me. I'm not them. I know when we say, who are they? Who are they? I'll say, listen, we know who they are. And to me, him not performing at the combine, I thought it was distasteful, bro. Real talk. I think you should have stuck. Man, you got to go in there and slang that rock, man, and show them people what you got going on. Oh, I'm going to do my pro day. So that's cool. That's cool. That shows your loyalty. That's anybody who's a teammate. That's cool. You're going to go throw up your pro day up at Colorado so you can get your boys a look. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. That's dope. That's cool. But this is nationally televised. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But, bro, this is nationally televised. And you know that just like you got it popping right now in Cleveland, you'd have had it popping like that at the combine. And that's the NFL network. That ain't ABC. That ain't CBS. That ain't Fox. That's not ESPN. That is NFL network. So at the same time, a lot of people don't watch NFL network. You would think that they do, but they do not. And so you could have got their ratings up. So you hurt some people's pockets. Just like everybody stayed in the draft, it gets bigger. I mean, you're talking about TV deals, bro. Yeah. You're concerned about your pocket. It's cool. You're supposed to. But at the same time, you gotta the powers that be also want their pockets greased too.
Yeah,
the game.
But I do see where I hope we saying it's 414 Jay. I see you got Hunter on there, so I already know you part of the fan. But I think too, Shedeur did what any quarterback would have did who was being projected to go so high. Like, that's what pissed me off about everything when I sit back and think about it. It's like, if y'all had all these bad encounters with Shedeur, why not come out when it happened instead of coming out on Friday morning when everybody eating their breakfast before the draft started at 7 p.m.? That's what bothered me, because he did everything normal that a normal first-round draft pick would have did, just like Cam Ward, right? Cam didn't perform because he didn't have to, because he was being told where he was going, and Shedeur was being told too. I want to pull this one up too, and I'm going to go to you, JJ. I see your comment. He said they talking about him being with rappers, not loving the game, exotic cars, etc. I hope it ends well. Yeah, but Jay, you know, that goes back to people who don't see. I know you really follow him, so I think about those are people who just don't really follow the Sanders family. Like Shedeur been doing this since Trinity High School in Texas. He had chains on. They were going to Louis Vuitton stores with their dad. People forget that the boy been rich. He's not chasing money. And I feel like that's what Plug is trying to say, that his love for the game should be a little bit more. Like, people know you have money, so you gotta.
But the presentation, you already know the scrutiny that comes with this mentoring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand the put out the same production. Shedeur just needs to work his release. That's true. So that's very important. That's one thing that they always talk about when they're talking about, you know, when they're talking about the different quarterbacks in the league. They talk about that release. That release, you got to get that ball out. That's what they say. You got to get that ball out. You got to get that ball out. So you got to know your reads.
Yeah.
I don't think that, man, listen, he was being tutored or mentored by one of the greatest of all time, bro.
Yeah.
You know, when they try to take us back to the black and white era, bro, of quarterbacking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he said he agreed. He said he agreed with us, though. He's just looking at it more from the way they portraying him to be.
Yeah. Now. So you already, if you know the stereotypes against you, bro, if you know what they're saying about you, bro, you can't walk around with no nonchalant attitude about that, bro.
Yes, he can, Plug.
No, sir.
Yes, he can. When y'all get on me, Plug, every time I say that about black people. Y'all get on me every time I say that about black people. I tell people that all the time.
No, now this is a different. All right, now listen. He's coming in on the coattails of one of NFL's greats. Now, Dion was very flamboyant, Jerry curl and all. And he said it wasn't wet, Jerry curl and all. But he still has to say, all right, if I'm stepping into my own light, you're not Eli, you're not Peyton. You understand? And them guys gonna come in with a J.C. Penney shirt on and some penny loafers. They're not doing that. They're not coming in here like this, bro. They're not doing that. Yeah. So at the end of the day, you have to say, okay, I know what y'all see, but let me present this to y'all. You can't do that, man. Hey, people, I tell these kids all the time when they sit in my chair, bro, I know you're a great kid. I know your character. They're not going to take the time to find out your character, bro. They're going to judge you off the rip.
And
so
Jay,
you gotta prove them wrong.
414J or Jerron Jure, if y'all want to come up, man, put your email up. I can send you an invite. You can come in here real quick. We're gonna be on here for about an hour, chopping it up, man. We appreciate y'all support, man. This is big. This is big. This is legendary.
Appreciate y'all, man.
But yeah, so like, I think it's funny because I think we all, you know, even seeing what Jay and Jerron them had to say, I think everybody sees it from the same point of view.
Yeah, they see it from a love point of view as well.
Yeah,
They love them boys. You know what I'm saying? They was exciting to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because nobody watched any Big 12 football any damn way. Ain't nobody watching no Big 12. Ain't nobody watching Colorado or Prime ain't present. Period. Hey, how about this NCAA? How about this NFL? If Prime ain't there, ain't nobody watching no Big 12. Nobody. Ain't nobody watching the Big 12. That shit like the Mountain West. Ain't nobody. If John T ain't there, guess what? Ain't nobody watching the Mountain West. Ain't nobody staying up for that shit.
But do you think, I want to ask y'all this, y'all could say something in the comments too, chat. Do y'all feel that this is NFL's way of sabotaging Deion in college? Because if I was a parent and I had a star, do you feel like your child have to win the Heisman just to go in the correct spot in the draft? Or you feel like you're going to now be knocked down in the stock market because of who your coach is?
No.
You don't think so?
No, that damn prime effect, but that shit.
I know they want that money, huh?
It's sticky, boy. That money ain't gonna be there, boy. It's sticky, boy. That prime effect is super real. Man, they know who he is. They know he a man of God. They know he walking like that. They know he talking like that. He mean that because he bagged by that play. For real.
Yeah.
Know he a man of God. They know that. They know he powerful. They know what he did at Jackson State. If they wouldn't have gave him that opportunity at Colorado State at the most opportune time when they were stealing that money. At the end of the day, allegedly stealing money. Allegedly. If they would have let that man stay there, that wouldn't have been the only 4-5 star that would have got snatched up. It'd have been bigger than Travis.
Yeah.
It'd have been bigger than Travis, boy.
Yeah.
It's bigger than Travis, boy. I'm trying to tell you. So they said, man, we got to stop that. So they tried to sabotage him already, sending him to Colorado. They know he can't be stopped. They said, man, that man serve a higher power. I'm just letting y'all know. Y'all can do what you want to do. Somebody sat at that table and say, y'all can do what y'all want to do, but that man serve a higher power.
Yeah.
Man, hell no, you can't stop Prime, man. It's going to continue to roll. They went from 4 to what, 8 or 9? How many they won last year?
They won 9. Won
9. Okay, it's only going to get better from here, baby.
You know what team had the most receivers in the draft? They got picked up.
Don't say Colorado.
It was Colorado.
It was Colorado. Boy, God.
Every receiver got on the team.
Hey, do it with me, bro. God is good.
But you got to think about, and it goes back to, how can you bash the guy who was throwing the ball to him?
Ooh. Like I said, your ass can't act like that, boy. You can't do that, boy. If I'm your right hand man and I'm sitting beside you, I'm gonna say, hey, you need to go throw in that combine, boy. No, man, they ain't doing it, man. They already got me projected. I don't give a damn what they got you projected. You need to go out there and throw it.
Did you guys listen to the did y'all listen to the actual conference call that they did?
The real one or the fake?
No, the real one, that the conference call he did with Cleveland.
From Barry?
From Shedeur. Like, they did a conference call with him. Like the Cleveland Browns like news team did a conference call with him. You heard any of it?
All right, I want to hear it, bro. Right.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
Right.
Because this to me is where he could have done better as well. Like, this, I'm gonna have to, Bucky I'm gonna shout out. I'm gonna go to Bucky on DM and be like, hey, bro, we got to get our boy right now. We got to get him right, dog.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Shedeur's conference call. It actually happened yesterday. And this, some of the questions they asked him, it's 15 minutes long, but I want you guys to hear more of how he's responding, because he has to understand that everything that they criticize you on, you have to show improvement in. Mm-hmm. So here you go.
Hi, Shedeur. Congratulations on becoming a Cleveland Brown, first of all. But just wanted to ask you, can you please put into words somehow just the emotional roller coaster that you have been on since the first day of this draft and waiting for this to happen, including a nasty prank call that everyone can agree was a horrible thing, to finally getting that phone call from the Browns and jumping in the pool?
Yeah, I would say I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity throughout everything. I don't ever focus on the negative or even think about the negative because the positive happens so fast, and it's a change of emotions. For me, it was just playing quarterback. That's what it's about. You can't be up too low or anything. You got to be able to celebrate. So when we score a touchdown, we celebrate for a little bit. Now it's back to it's time to work. It's time to go. So that's all it is a football game to me. And that's how I view it. That's my personality. Is I would say, level through adversity and level through everything, any situation I'm faced with, because I know what it's going to require for me to come out on top.
Hi, Shedeur. This is Ashley Bastak from Cleveland.com. I wanted to talk to you about that because I know you bring up how adversity fuels you a lot. So, just knowing so many analysts had you pegged as first or second round talent to fall to day 3, how is going when you went in the draft going to motivate you think, going forward in your NFL career?
Yeah, I don't feel like I feel like talent is everywhere throughout the draft. It's about just being picked and who sees your value. That's pretty much it, because it's a lot of valuable players that go, in the rounds after the first and second. So I'm a product of one of those, and I understand you can't really categorize, I'll say, my talent. I just got to prove and show what I'm capable of. But what fuels me is my purpose in life and understanding the route that's now that we're going to have to take, understanding that I was able to get an opportunity when a lot of people didn't want to give me an opportunity. So that's what I'm truly thankful for. So that's what fuels me.
Hey, Shedeur, this is Daniel Oyefusi with ESPN. I just wanted to get your thoughts on specifically coming to Cleveland to play for the Browns. I know that this was an organization that you spent a lot of time with during the pre-draft process, and now it's official that you are coming here, but maybe a little later than you expected. So how do you think you're going to fit in with this team and with this organization?
I know I'm going to fit in perfectly. I feel like it's first getting in, showing the respect to the vets, showing them, I'm here ready to work, show the coaches and have them understand, I'm here ready to work. So they could actually understand the real me. That's what I'm truly thankful to have, is an opportunity for people to actually see the real me and not be able to see, stuff that could be true or not. So that's what I'm most excited about, being in the building, and of course in the staff and on the staff and the cafeteria. Everything was the people there were genuine. It was real cool. So I left that visit knowing that if that was the place for me, I would feel real comfortable with what they have in place.
Hey, Shedeur, Chris Easterling, Akron Beacon Journal. I know you've been asked a million questions about your dad over the years, but obviously his experience in this specific business and in pro football, as you were going through the last couple.
Now, those first few answers were pretty solid, right? Now I want you to hear these next few.
Okay.
Days and going through this, seeing, kind of waiting your turn, waiting for your name to go. What was sort of his advice to you? Was there anything he sort of said to you, or were things sort of understood just, between you and him, just about what was going on?
He said, God got us. So that's what it is. I look at what went on and everything as a football game. You may not come out thoroughly hot. That may not happen, but when it's down to the final 2 minutes of the game, then you understand the level of seriousness raises the stake, all the stakes raised, and that's where I thrive in those high pressure moments. So I never felt any type of way. I understood, okay, this is the route, and that's it.
Shedeur, with that, what kind of burden was it being the son of Dion, and that you were not just a regular player here in college football?
Well, it's never a burden. It's never a burden. I wouldn't look at that as that. I feel like God makes everybody have their own routes, and this is just my route. Like, there's nothing I would be able to go back and wish that wasn't my dad, because I'm truly thankful for him being there and the structure I have. So it's never really a burden. I just find it, that other kids in similar situations, I want them to be proud of what their fathers and what they have accomplished. So then you could carry on the legacy, carry on the family name, and not really be trying to feel ashamed about it. I don't like when people make people feel ashamed about it.
Shedeur, Cameron Justice, News 5 Cleveland here. You're going to get in here, just get to work in a couple weeks, rookie mini camp. What's your mindset heading into this organization with that mini camp around the corner and the anticipated quarterback competition for that starting role in this upcoming season?
Get there and handle my business. Do what I have to do, whatever role that is. I'm just thankful for.
Go ahead, Plug.
He's a kid. He's a kid. I know he's a quarterback, supposed to be a leader, but he's a kid. He's a kid. He answered those questions like a typical 20, what, he's 21, 21?
23?
He's 23?
I think. Shedeur been in school for 4 years. He did 2 at Jackson and 2 at Colorado. Like 22, yeah.
Yeah, damn. Nice.
I was waiting for it to get. They asked him one question about
Dion.
About Dylan Gabriel.
Oh, they did.
And hey, Jay said 100. He tracking with you. He a kid.
Yeah, he's a kid, bro.
But they asked
be honest about that. Just because I don't think he's like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna always be honest about it. And if he do get to the NFL and he shine, I'm gonna give him his props. I did the same thing with Bryce Young. I didn't like Bryce Young. I didn't like Bryce Young at all. I said, shit, Carolina. I said, I'm glad they messed up because they in my division. I said, good job, Carolina, for taking that young man right there. Because he in our division, we're gonna beat the brakes off them boys.
Yeah.
But at the end of last season, I said, well, that boy showed something. That boy showed something, and I had to give him his props. You know what I mean? I had to give him his props. All my Alabamians, all my Alabamas that love that roll tide. And I was like, I know they love that roll tide, boy. And I tell them, I say, hey, I'm gonna change my opinion. That boy looked good at the end of the season. He looked damn good at the end of the season. If he showed me something different, you know what I mean? Like his game translates. You know what I mean? He has, he matures a little bit more and understand how to get that ball out, check down, read them coverages, lead that squad. I change my tune, bro. There ain't no pressure. I want to see. I'm always about BMWs, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care what series it is, boy. I love BMW. A black man win. You dig? I want to see a black man win.
I like that. I like that.
I want to see a black man winning, bro. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna stand with him. But if he ain't that, well, I'm gonna tell you.
It was that they asked him a question about Dylan Gabriel.
What about it? What about it?
But that's when the interview started going downhill. Because he said, he laughing at you. Yeah, hey, Plug got the lines, Jay. BMW, I ain't heard that one. He got the lines now. So, like, they asked him about, him going first, and Shedeur said, I don't think I was even watching it at that time.
Dang.
And at that moment, I understand he's a kid. But that's when somebody needs to sit down with him and review this tape with him.
Yeah, so that's your team.
And go over how to answer those questions. Because as a teammate, because Dylan Gabriel is your teammate at this point, what you're supposed to say is, hey, Yeah, I seen him get drafted. Solid player at Oregon. Took his team to a lot of playoff games. Had chances to win some championships. Had
your ass.
but you just give them what you give them what they need.
Yeah,
because you have to eventually change. Because you could tell that even the white guy who asked him a question, you could tell how nervous he was.
Yeah,
that question about Deion, he was stuttering and everything.
Yeah,
he didn't know how to. They don't even know how to approach him. You know what I mean? So, but overall, man, I think he's gonna be okay. I'm gonna get my Shedeur jersey regardless. I just need him to make the roster.
Man, the meat shall inherit the earth, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta find, you know what I'm saying? Find your lane, bro. And just hope that the way you talking and that nonchalant, that's like, I'm gonna tell you, even in the dating pool, most broads don't like nonchalant dudes. You know what I'm saying? They don't, man. They be like, nigga, you ain't got no emotion, no nothing. Nah, I'm good, man. I'm silly. Them bros be like, man, get your ass out of here, man. This man don't feel nothing. You ain't worried about nothing. You ain't concerned about nothing.
Yeah.
Like, damn, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? The song didn't make no sense. I ain't worried about nothing. But he said he had an SK, AK, shit. Like all that, I mean, you ain't concerned, Playboy. I just want to know. Like, bro, you gotta show that you happy to be here, man. This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity. These people that you're getting ready to work for, the NIL been going on for like 3 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like they getting used to dealing with kids, you know what I'm saying, that's getting these shoe deals, that's getting these brand deals, that's making, you know what I'm saying, more money than what you talking to somebody who's a kid when they used to come in the interview and a kid that ain't got nothing. So this opportunity is everything. So they already looking at you. You already got 2 strikes. You're already young and black. Now you throw on already wealthy, and then you throw in the prime effect. Nigga, you boy, you got a lot of things weighing in your corner, bro. You got to come out there be right. You got to come out there be what Wayne said. I walk light, so I don't piss the ground off. You got to. You got to walk light, bro. And then when you get on the field, then you stomp on their ass.
Yeah.
Then you put them 10 toes down on their ass. But until then, man, you gotta walk like, bitch. Them accolades mean nothing. They zero now. As soon as you get drafted, zero. That Colorado don't mean nothing. What you did against Oregon, what you did against TCU, what you did against Nebraska, what you did against Colorado State, zero. Now you in the NFL.
Yeah.
And you got to be exceptional, because at the end of the day, it's 2, 3 of them looking just like you, bro, that been in the league 3, 4 years, bro. And they're perennial backup, bro. Tyrod Taylor. Bro, Tyrod Taylor still in there. Jacoby Brissett. What's up, bro? What is separating you from this elite talent, bro?
Yeah.
You understand me? Like, if I go to a Geno Smith, I go to Geno. What separates you from Geno, bro? And he ain't top of the totem pole. So I say, what separates you from Geno, man? Because Geno can read. Geno can see what the coverages are. Geno know how to. Geno be getting mad on the field because they ain't running the plays properly. He know what's going on. Why you think Pete Carroll said, I'm going to get Geno, bro? Geno was the dude that I brought over here to be behind Russell, that when Russell left, I promoted him to the head starting quarterback position.
Yeah.
He didn't have to battle for that position. So at the end of the day, what separates you, Mr. Sanders, from Geno Smith?
Yeah.
If I have to look back at your film in Colorado, I got to be honest, and I got to look at you objectively, like these guys are gonna look at you from ESPN, Fox Sports, and all that, bro. I got to tell you straight up, bro. I don't think you like that, Playboy. You ain't staying out from the rest. And I said the same thing about Caleb. I said the same thing, man. This quarterback draft was wiggity whack.
But you know me, Plug. I always got to give us something, before we end up today. I want to give y'all something to think about. In 414J, make sure I want to hear your comment about what I'm about to say, because my brain thinks differently. I be looking at everything that's going on, and I feel like the NIL is the new welfare plan for black athletes.
Oh man, come on, man.
And no, let me break it down for you. This
come
is why.
on, man.
and mark my words, y'all hearing it today, April 29th. I'm telling y'all.
Explain yourself.
It's what did welfare do to the mostly the black family? What did welfare do? It made women want men no longer. They didn't care about men being in the house no longer. So it broke down the foundation of man, pretty much.
Okay.
Right? The NIL is now doing that to college athletes because now the machine and the man feels this way. We gave you enough money to get your mom out the hood already. We gave you enough to get a car already. You chose not to go get your degree when you finish your 4 years of college. They handing you everything now so that when they get you to this next level and they controlling your life and you don't make a roster,
I love this.
And when you don't make a roster, you no longer can blame the people who made money off of your name, image, likeness, your talent. Hey, we gave you everything.
Okay.
And you didn't change who you were.
Hold on.
You didn't change how you act.
Hold on.
And I really feel that this is the new welfare system.
Hold on now.
Black college athlete.
Now, the one thing that distracts a grown man, a young man, any man, is when their funds ain't right. When you get that factor of money out of the way, you can focus on different problems. When your finances are taken care of, when your mama, your little sister, your little brother's taken care of, you can focus on what needs to be instead of getting phone calls saying, baby, they about to turn the lights off. Baby, I got to work 2 shifts.
You can't focus. You can't focus. Yeah, because we seen what happened to all these athletes when they did that 30 for 30, all those athletes that went broke. Because see, again, plug, and I see the other comment. I'm gonna put yours up first, Jay. He said, I'm a licensed social worker and you ain't lying, bro. I don't think we understand. Look at the league right now, right?
Uh-huh.
What was the race of all these people who got fast cars and either hit somebody and killed them, wrecked it?
My niggas.
I'm telling people, like I know people don't like to hear this. I know my brain thinks totally different than most of the world, but I'm telling y'all, if we don't become smarter than the machine, you will only be a nut and a bolt for that machine.
Now, and I'm not saying you wrong, bro, because you're not. You're not wrong.
No worries equals all trust in God. No need to stress if you experience God always making a way for every single time. It is not nonchalant. It is only trust in God.
Oh, that's real.
That's real. That's real. That's real. I ain't gonna get it. I'm gonna let. I ain't gonna get my spiel on that because
because I'm gonna say this. When you live as a black man, and so you come, because what they do go to these impoverished places and recruit these men.
Even Dion said that. Dion said he wants single mama kids.
Yeah,
Dion said
when you finally make it, bro, it's woo. It's one of them situations that sometimes you get out of pocket. It just so happened that these certain instances that it went too far. But at the end of the day, man, it's like, bro, you've been wound up. You ain't been able to deal with your stress. You've been able to deal with your trauma, and the money is just the Band-Aid, bro. It's just a Band-Aid, bro. But it's also a celebration. You don't get a chance through Pop Warner. You're getting ready for college. Now you go to college. You working. You're doing these 2-a-days. You focus on school. You're trying to graduate, and now you're getting this NIL money. Now you finally made it to the NFL. It's a big relief, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a big relief, man. These programs, yeah, they probably do exist in the urban community to help these kids get there. But man, there's no direction from even the mothers to get them to do that. The fathers probably, even if they present, the only way these dudes can go to these 7-on-7s and go to the next state or the next county over is you got to have that bread. You know what I mean? You got to have that bread. You got to have that money, man. And then when you get there and you finally get that bag, bro, you want to pay your people back. But at the same time, bro, it's just a big relief, bro. And I know things get out of hand. It get out of hand. Somebody never touch these things.
I agree with you. With that being said, we have to start educating people, and it's not just on financial literacy. We have to educate people that transactions come with equal reactions. Like
right. Yeah.
If I transact and give you something, I'm expecting something back from you. And when it comes from this college football, because I don't know if you remember the Nico guy who just went to UCLA, Tennessee quarterback. They said Nico Daddy was on the background. Every time they got a deal from a collective, he was asking for another like 10 grand on top of it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't even understand that, like, bruh, like they're giving you this. You'll see the next 5 to 10 years, the NFL is not going to look the same. And it's going to baffle people why it don't look the same.
Is Maliba, is he our people?
Who?
He like Pacific Island, ain't he?
Who, Nico?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's something like that. He
like Pacific Islander. Prime always spoke on him being suicidal during the height of his career, in which he put in Shedeur's heart that football is just a game. So, I recall that too, bro. I recall that too.
We're gonna have to get him on the show. We're gonna have to get you on the show, Jay.
And I like what he just said, and I can appreciate that, dog. Thank you for putting that up there for the viewers to see that, man.
He got another one for you, Plug. He got another one for you.
Hey, Prime meant well, what Shedeur needed to. Yeah. But I do have to respect the fact, though, and everybody need to respect the fact, whether black, white, or whatever. Y'all need to respect the fact that, man, now when the dad ain't there, he can't get the finger. You gotta at least give him a thumbs up when the man present, man.
Yeah, me and Plug talked about that too, y'all. Everybody who came out of that green room,
hey, daddy was in there.
Hey, daddy was there.
And that's commendable. Like, nobody says, like, I know it's like, man, I noticed that everybody, like Louis Riddick would have been the best one, or Darren Woodley would have been the best ones, and Booger McFarland would have been one to say that, man, or even maybe not Stephen A, maybe Ryan Clark. No, not Ryan Clark. Not Ryan Clark. I would have loved it if Marcellus Wiley would have said, did y'all notice all them fathers in that green room, bro? Did anybody notice all that? I know with all these years and decades of just seeing mamas and grandmamas and aunties in there and uncles and brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like, we finally seen some daddies there. We seeing junior and senior on the back of these jerseys, man. Ain't that commendable?
Yeah.
At all? And like, do you think that the son really need to take care of the daddy and the mama? Because I mean, 9 times out of 10, with y'all being fathers, you know what I mean? You ain't asking for nothing for your son. Be like, man, that's your money, boy. Enjoy yourself. I'm gonna buy you a truck, Pop. You can buy that truck if you want to, but I'm gonna accept it. I'm gonna accept it. You my son, I love you, but you ain't gotta do that. But if you want to, I'll accept your gift, son. I ain't gonna block your blessing. But most of these daddies ain't looking for no handout from their pappy. I mean, from their son.
And it goes back to what Coach JB said at the beginning of our episode tonight. People didn't get to see Cam Ward's interview because Cam Ward, they asked him after the draft, they was like, hey, what's the first big purchase that you're going to make? And he said, you know what, man? He said, the NIL treated me nicely in Miami. My family's straight. My dad, everybody's straight. So he said, nobody don't need nothing. So he said, at this time, we're just going to, chill and relax.
Yeah,
And I think that's one of the bigger things too. Is just like,
I love that young man.
Yeah. I hope we get to see more of him. And it is weird to me because they say birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah.
So there has to be some great qualities that people are missing from Shedeur.
I would say this. There was the clip where you seen he was like, man, we need to make a rap song. He said, nah, man, I'm a rap. He said, I'm a football player.
Yeah.
So when they look at my name and say Cam Ward, American football player. And I can dig that. And at the same time, that's saying to Shedeur, you need to be a football player. Like, I think that their connection won't end here. I think that their connection will continue to be, and they will critique each other and help each other, and they will stay aligned. And I think Shedeur needs Cam just as much as Cam needs Shedeur.
Yeah.
Because now with this money and fame coming, he's going to have to learn how to handle it.
Yeah.
And Shedeur, well, his nonchalant ass know how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, where that dog at, bro? Like, where that dog at? Where that dog at? He probably gonna call Shedeur and say, "Dog, where that dog at, bro? You looking weird."
Do you truly feel that he knows how to handle it though?
Who can?
No, Shedeur. You said do you truly? Because if I was him, I only can speak for myself, y'all. If I was supposed to be a first round draft pick, and I went in the 5th round at 144, I ain't going to the club in Dallas with Louis Vuitton baggage with money in it. I'm gonna be out on the field. Everything you see from me from here on out, I'm watching film. I'm gonna keep throwing that ball like I was doing the whole like
straight up.
Sometimes I don't know. I mean,
I know that. I know what you mean.
That's what makes it hard for me because
I know what it means, and you just feeding into that damn perception.
Yeah.
I want them to see who I am, y'all. Pete. There's an indictment on black fathers. Deion, LeBron, LeVar Ball, they all make mistakes. But yeah, that's right, bro.
Oh yeah.
I'm with you on that 414. I'm with you on that, bro. I'm gonna tell you straight up. But you know, because they know it's gonna now we're getting this only leads to more. This only leads to more of educated fathers who gonna be reading these contracts that ain't gonna be leaning on. You know what I mean? Like, but you gotta think that it goes back. You don't plant the tree. The ones that plant the tree don't even get to even enjoy the shade, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What he doing right now is for his little brothers and, you know what I'm saying, little cousins. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like this is bigger than the game, man. Yeah, but he needed that agent for real. He needs somebody to speak on his behalf. Because that's what took Lamar deal so long. You know what I mean? You don't want to break bread with somebody. You want to get all your bread, or we can do this yourself. But man, look, I know so many guys that are like fantastic cooks and barbers and fantastic this and that, and they can't get what they need to get. They go get a white face to be their representative. Because that's just the world we live in.
There's nothing wrong with a white face. Don't y'all let plug.
No, to get a representative, bro, it ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Because this the world we live in, bro. That's the world we live in, bro. If anybody say that race don't exist, what delusion is your middle name? Because it's still here. It's still prevalent to this day. It's still.
I tell people this too, though.
But just don't use it as your crutch.
Shedeur is he's like a baby Prime, right? He's like what Prime would have been in his prime, right? Prime time with the chain, the nice cars, going out to the club, doing rap videos. But I tell people this. Deion was something special in his time. You won't, outside of Bo Jackson, you wasn't finding a dude who was getting an interception running for a touchdown at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and at 7 p.m. you watching him run and steal bases in Cincinnati Reds games or Atlanta Braves game. You didn't see that.
Well,
and I tell people that Shedeur talent isn't where prime talent is.
Not at all.
Prime talent was the white man, and everybody who know me know I don't care about the race thing, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. The white man don't care what you do when your talent outshines anything.
Yeah.
They will tolerate anything when your talent, y'all seen it coming up in school. You had that one kid probably ain't never go to class. Somehow you don't know how he was making, because everybody was making sure his grades was right. They was making sure he was going to be on the field on Friday night. That transitions into college. They majoring in something stupid like communications or.
Yeah. I was the kid that would tell them you're a dumb man. and I give him a book to read and say, read that paragraph out loud.
Yeah. So
read that paragraph out loud.
It's just what you see. This is a perpetuated cycle. And that's why I just want to, that's why I really hope that me and Plug can really start grasping, getting more people like Jay in the comments, more people like Jerome. We need to get people who like-minded, who understands the bigger picture, because it's the only way. I'm telling y'all, we're going to have to save sports in about 2 decades. You look at the NBA right now. Once Steph leaves, once LeBron leaves, my aunt already said he don't want to be the face.
He ain't gonna have no choice.
But
he ain't gonna have no choice.
I think Ant the type of guy who will retire early.
Ant
paid the mom. Ant paid a woman off because he didn't want a child.
Bruh.
You think he would have listened to a man?
Bruh.
He said an agent would have kept it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's what Shiloh had to do. Shiloh had to go get an agent. He had a fire deal the night before. He said he had to let his daddy go, man.
He's like, hey, look, Daddy, you got a lot of skills, bro. But being an agent ain't one of them, player.
Yeah.
You understand? And I'm happy to have that young man over there in Tampa. I think in that Todd Bowles, I had to do some thinking, because at first I was like, yeah. But I had to do some thinking, and I was like, yeah, he gonna fit in fine, because he like to lay that wood. And that's what we like to do over there in Tampa. We trying to bring back that old style of defense. We cracking them down. So you understand me? So welcome to the family, bro. I'm trying to think.
But you know why he gonna be good? Because I don't think a lot of people paying attention to what's going on there too. Dion created an internal competition
between him and his brother.
Shiloh loves Shedeur. He loves his baby brother. You've seen it. He loves him. But he knows that
he respect him though. And he respect him.
And the thing that's finna happen is Shiloh's like, hey, I'm no longer following Daddy down to Jackson State. I'm not following you to Colorado.
It's time for me to do me.
And he's either gonna sink or swim, and I think he's gonna swim.
And I'm gonna say this, bro. I don't know if y'all have paid attention, but there don't be no scandals over there in town. I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah. I'm
gonna tell you why. When it comes to Tampa, but we got some hardworking blue collar individuals over there, man.
Yeah.
And he gonna be in good hands, man. Like, he gonna be in good hands. And he gonna be back in Florida. See, this where it started at for your pappy, boy. Back in Lee County, Fort Myers, Florida. You feel me? Like, yeah, they call it Little Pakistan when your daddy grew up at, boy. Little Pakistan. He grew up in the mud. He from the slums, bro. Y'all was on marble floors. He was in probably a shotgun house. You feel me? Like, but hey, that muck down there, that will breed them athletes, Janoris Jenkins and Fred Taylor and Adrian James, and you know what I'm saying, Sean Taylor, them dogs down there. That's them dogs down there. So welcome them back to FLA. You in the 813. They're gonna take care of you down there, boy. You're gonna be all right. Don't think you gotta do your job, boy. I'm trying to tell you, the city gonna embrace you, the city gonna love you, the fans gonna be all over you, you feel me? They gonna love you to death. You feel me? It's a great place to play. That's why people come, they don't want to leave. They want to retire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay said, peep this, Shedeur has the Napoleon complex. From high school to Jackson to Colorado, the Sanders endured a lot of hate and criticism. So when they turned programs around, Shedeur valued success high that the is that YouTube, Jay?
No, that's white folks.
I know it. You see how I did that, Jay?
Jay, he said that YouTube. No, that white folks.
Hey, that's you see how I did that, plug? That's YouTube.
No, that white folks.
Oh man.
Oh man.
For real, Jay, man, you gonna have to come on, man. We're gonna have to meet you, man. It sound like you got some good stuff, man. Be all about growing content, man, and just getting out different opinions, because we hear a lot of opinions, man. We hear a lot of people opinions. And he said you slick. Yeah, YouTube, Jay, YouTube.
I'm with you, Jay.
No, like for real though, man. But this is good. It was good tonight, man. This was good, man. Me and it's crazy, man, because it's almost like it was like God sent, man. We talked about this for about an hour this morning, man.
Yeah,
the first thing Plug said is, man, we should have been recording this.
Yeah, boy.
We should have been recording this. So
damn, man.
Yeah, we knew tonight was gonna be a good night, man. We appreciate the engagement. Jay, man, make sure you follow us on here, and also Plug got his channel too, man. Uncle Plug TV, man. His stuff, he got great content. Jay, man, we're gonna be live tomorrow night too, man, on Grown Folks Business, man. Come on there. We talk about more like lifestyle, politics, stuff like that. But we appreciate everybody's support tonight. This is awesome, bro. This feels good, man, for everybody supporting each other, man. But any last words you got, Plug, for either Shedeur or the people? You know what I mean?
First, I want to say that damn, the Boston Celtics has sent my Orlando Magic home tonight. It hurts, but all right, let's get back to
Bro, he said you right on the football tip.
Yeah.
Hey, Plug a legend, Jay. He don't talk about it, but he a legend, and we appreciate that. He said he subscribed, man. Appreciate it,
man. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Yeah, for everybody out there, you know, hey, please, if you see the video after the fact, you know, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Reach out. You know what I mean? Whenever we come through, it's gonna be great conversation every time, man. If you ain't doing nothing, just pull on up. You know what I'm saying? It's always good conversation, always, man, amongst some genuine men. You know what I'm saying? And women on the panel too. You know what I'm saying? Got some ladies on there that give some great opinions. You'll really enjoy yourself. And as always, man, just, you know, keep God first always. You know, pray daily, because things change daily. You know what I mean? And just keep your head in the game, man, and keep your 10 toes down, keep your back straight and your chest out, man, and don't fold for nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they did too, bro. They did too, bro. They did. And it looked like they was gonna win the overtime, Jay. Hey, Jay, it looked like they was gonna win the OT, bro, but they got man. Damn, man. I don't even want to see the Pacers, bro. But Dame gone, man. Dame hurt, bro.
Hey, we're gonna have to come on and talk about basketball, because Milwaukee looking bad, dog. They looking bad, dog. Like
that damn Doc Rivers effect, man. I don't know why they keep shuffling this man around the league, man. They keep shuffling this man around the league. You know what happened, bro? You know what's really messed up about the NFL and the NBA, bro?
What's
the
that?
Lack of coaches. I don't know. They going to get these guys now that look like they was working in IT. You know, they the dudes you call when you try to see what's going on with your Capital One card. That's coming in here drawing up all these plays and taking kids to the championship. I don't know why they keep shuffling around these old rinky-dink. Doc is over, Doc. Doc is over. It's over, man. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Doc plays the role, though.
What do you mean they play the role? What do you mean? What do you mean they're playing the role, man?
Doc is the one get out of jail free card that they can keep moving from team to team because he's gonna play the game. He's going to play. He's gonna play the game. You know what I mean? He's not outspoken. You know, he's not in the what's that? The boy that's coaching Houston now that came from the Celtics. Yeah, like he, you know what I mean? Like, hey, if he stop winning, he gone.
Yeah, he finna go home tomorrow.
He go. Doc Rivers and Tyrone Lue will be the two that keep shuffling across the league.
And Jason Kidd.
We could, yeah, he is.
Jason Kidd is. I think he found a home in Dallas, man.
I don't know, man. I think
we make too much bread. They do, bro. They do make a lot of bread, man. We just.
I'm just hoping Jordan don't get hit.
Now I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro, and I know. Please don't get upset with me. You know what I'm saying?
Doc is not proud.
No, he's not. He definitely not. Don't get mad at me, dog. But it's time for Giannis to go.
Oh yeah, he should. Yeah, he should have been out of there.
Yeah, you know, it's that time for him to go, bro.
Giannis wanted to go when they didn't bring his brother back.
I wanna see him, and I hope you don't get upset with this. I want to see him in New York.
Who, Giannis?
Yeah, I want to see him in New York.
He don't fit in that market. Giannis not. Giannis is not a tough-nosed basketball player.
Huh?
He's not a tough-nosed basketball player.
Man,
we get his stature and his athleticism.
You know what I want to see him at? You know what I want to see him at? Memphis. I want to see him in Memphis.
I'm gonna tell you where he said. Oh, you live in Milwaukee? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now that's a trip we want to make, man. We trying to go to the stadium down there, man. We gotta check out that stadium.
In my projects. Only thing I know from Milwaukee is cuckoo cow, bro. In my project.
Hey, all the person I knew was from there was Little Yachty.
What?
When he came out with that Minnesota song. That's all the person I ever heard from there.
I don't know no Lil Yachty shit, bro.
You don't know? He know who you talking about, though.
Cuckoo in my projects. Cuckoo cow, bro.
Jay, he ain't got to tell you. Hey, Jay might be in our time frames.
Man, Cal can rap, man. He slept on, man. Boom, 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 boom. In my projects. That was a fire. That was a hit, boy. That was a hit, boy.
Giannis' next move. Giannis. Okay, Jay. Yeah, Giannis. You up there with old plug, man.
49. Yeah, I'm 45, Jay.
Yeah,
I'm about to be.
I'll be 40 in September. So.
Yeah, all my homeboy about your age, man. You know what I'm saying? My cousin celebrating, my big cousin celebrating his 50th birthday. You know what I'm saying?
That's why he can have a good conversation. See, I'm starting to notice that too. If you want good dialogue on any platform,
you want seasoned vets.
You want about 35 and up.
Yeah, you want seasoned
literally vets. Like everybody else is so that social media drives their opinion. Like it's all social media. So he said, I'm about to be 50, man. Coming up soon or
no pressure, man. No pressure. Half a century, player. You know what I'm saying?
Man, he beat all statistics.
Hey, we still here though, player. We still here and kicking. You feel me? Don't feel bad, man. Hey, live life, man. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy this shit too. That's one thing I want to tell people, man. Enjoy life, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if there's a rule book or a pamphlet on being grown. You know what I'm saying? After you go to work and put in that work and you come home and you pay them bills and bring that bread back to the hacienda, man, enjoy this shit, man. Find you a kiki, get you a ha-ha. You know what I'm saying? Get you a snicker, a giggle. Make sure, man, you keep laughter in your home and keep imagination in your heart, man. My dog just got a scholarship to Marquette.
Congrats, man. Congrats, man.
Man, congratulations.
Hey, we all about that, dog. We all about
man. That. Good. See these daddies, man. Hey, man, we salute them fathers, man. The ones that's
always.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that was touching, man. When y'all was to the crib, bro. That was touching, man. I felt you sink in the couch a little bit when you were ready to go. Like,
I know. Hey, she just asked me. She said you told Plug about my birthday. I said, yeah, bro, he'll be there. I said, Plug and Kelly will be there. We're gonna pull up. Yeah. Family, man. But like Plug said, man, just make sure y'all live life, man. The biggest thing I want to let people know is, man, open up, grab the book off the shelf yourself, man. Don't let somebody else read the book and break down the story for you, man. That's what I'm starting to learn about Shedeur, man. It's like, I hope all these people give him an equal chance for them to get to know him and who he is as an individual. Leave the money at the door, leave who his daddy is at the door, allow his performance on the field, his relationships in the locker room to dictate how you want to move forward with him in the business setting, man. Because I feel like right now, rereading everybody's opinions about him except his own, man. So that's what I leave people with, man. It's like, read the book for yourself, dog. If you ain't pull it off the shelf and read it, don't trust what me and Plug say is in chapter 10. You go read chapter 10. Because you
might sort ourselves approved.
Yeah, you might get something totally different out of chapter 10 than we did. So that's what I want to leave everybody with is, man.
Hey, but when you do, bring it back so we know too. Don't gatekeep. Bring that shit back.
Bro, hey, man. Hey, we appreciate it, man. We shouting out. Tell her congrats from us, man, here at Souls of Thought and Uncle Plug TV, man. You stay blessed too, man. We'll be back tomorrow, man, on Grown Folks Business. If you see us, come in, chop it up with us, man.
We'll be at 8 o'clock sharp. 8:05, 18, shit. You know how we do CPT shit.
Yes, man, before, like, I leave every one of my episodes, man. The most important, God loves you, which is most importantly. I love you. You're beautiful. And we out, man. Let go.